What's up, guys? It's your boy, the Trade Daddy, and I'm back. Took a little bit of a hiatus there, but we're back to making weekly videos, trying to do daily videos as well. Work got in the way, life. My daughter was born March 29th, but now we're back at it. Got to get back, and making these videos gave me good discipline. So we're going to jump right into it, and we're going to start with Bitcoin here. Looking at the 1 hour here on Bitcoin, we see that there's some support here at the $100,000 whole number, along with support on the chart. Multiple points of support here. If we can hold and start rallying and making higher highs, then you have conviction for a longer play on BTC. I got my alert set for a break below pretty much 99 or like 100,000 right here. That would give me some conviction to play towards the downside. Kind of all depends on the tensions overseas, unfortunately. With a lot of these plays, that's kind of where the market lies right now, is the geopolitical platform. But that's all right. We're going to do as much technical analysis as we can. Speaking of that, oil has been a name that has been on a ripper lately. We see that it has not really had a chance to break over, what is that, 77-ish? 7750. 7750, I'd say, is probably our point of resistance. But you see depicted by this green box down here, we are finding support at the 7250 mark. This, on the shorter time frames, if we were to play it, I would want for this downtrend basically to break. I'm not going to play just the bounce off of this. I want the uptrend to materialize. So it might we might get something where, comes up, bounces back down, hits up, comes back down, and compresses into support, and we either get a dump down or it shoots up. Okay, so that's what we're looking for there on oil this week. Is this wave C going to continue, or is this wave C going to terminate right here, or is it going to wick down and then jolt back up? Remember, wait for confirmation on oil. Oil will always come down, show its hand, and then fold. Okay, oil is notorious for that. Let oil confirm the move, and even when this breaks out, size in if it's going to come out, but we ultimately want to wait for the pullback. Okay, ES is very, very similar. We're going to go back to the 1 hour here. And for those of you asking about some of the indicators on my chart, most of these can be had for free on the TradingView platform, the wave theory, everything you see on the chart right here. This is the only one that is an invite-only script. This is what I call my trend indicator. It shows when the trend's potentially shifting. Works on all time frames. Right here we see ES breaking back up to the top side. I think that all of the indexes have kind of found their footing, and we have some sort of certainty with this Iranian tension. You can draw your trend line right there, or we can bring it back over here, and we're waiting for this to break. Kind of up to you how you want to play that. I think that the momentum's already there and that we're seeing the strength on the upside. Will this turn right here back down and then come back up? It's possible. Something to watch. If you see the rejection, you see that we got the take profit on the trend indicator. It's a possibility, but the bear bulls impulse is still buy. Super trend is buy, and it's over the Kinjin sung. So, I mean, this is a buy all day for me. Or yeah, right. It is a buy. We're just waiting for this to break out. So over that trend line, you can probably market buy into that. That's what I meant. I apologize. Gold, it's kind of been a little bit range bound lately. You do see that we seem to have completed a wave C here. I think that if we can stay up over 3,400, there's a scenario where the bulls win. I haven't had much luck with gold lately, but that's my outlook on gold. I'd probably play it more bullish than I would bearish. Copper, kind of just range trading. Anything over, 487 right there, I'd play. And then anything under 475.90, I'd take that short. Jumping down to NQ, which is my favorite here. NQ, we had a great gap fill earlier after hours. I traded this live with my group in Discord, and it came up. We saw that it kind of struggled around this resistance point. When it came back down here and didn't make a lower low, I knew that we were going to be trending up. Placed this, had my limit in right there, and we made a ton of money last night playing this gap fill. Okay. Even this morning, we played it up. I think that as long as if it holds over 22,000 here, it's kind of wavering around it, but over 22,000, and I think you have a very good case for the bulls to push back up to the high here of 22,137. The Dow, all of the equity markets such as ES, NQ, possibly even RTY, all kind of have the same setup. YM's been a little bit more range bound than the other ones. It hasn't really been able to sustain over 43,000 and finds its footing right around 42K. Sometimes you get these spikes down, but inevitably it always comes back up. Now, with that being said, is this breaking a downtrend? I mean, it's so range bound. I mean, do you even draw your lines? No, I don't think so. But with that being said, we do have the trend indicator is green on the 1 hour. Bear bull impulse is green. Everything's pointing towards a bullish run up. I think that if you want to play this safe and wait it out, over 42,800, I'd give it a little bit of room to go up. 42,800, look for the break there. It's at your alerts. And look to take that long over that point. I don't really see a bearish case here, because if you drew like a trend line right there and it broke down, it could possibly come down to this point down here, which is 42,000, like I said earlier. But we would be looking for the immediate trend to break. So zooming in here on the 15 minutes, that's what that would look like right here. Okay. We're looking for this line to break. Or if it comes back down to retest, you can play it off that line. I really would just sit tight on YM, guys. I'm not really too keen on it. Platinum has been on a ripper lately. Let's go out to the 1 hour here. You can see that, went up for wave 3, came down for 4, 5, the little ABC. I think we got another impulse coming up. I think we're going to break over the 1350. If this comes back up over 1300 right here, I would set my alerts to 1302. And once it breaks that and sustains a high over 1317, just look to keep this long into that 1350 mark. RTY, it's kind of the same like YM. Like I said, it just is just kind of chopping around here. It's not really giving us much direction. The 1 hour seems to claim that we're in a wave C down. We got the sell signal on the trend indicator here. Everything looked good, but then it spiked back up. So that is the issue. Like I said, with YM and RTY, they've been a little more range bound. If you wanted to zoom in a little bit on 30-minute and kind of scalp a little bit more, I do think that this has some legs up. You could play this up to 2160 for right now. And then over 2160, you can look for this to run back up to probably the high of almost 2200. But for the bullish narrative, I really don't see. It's not like YM where you can have it break that downside. Maybe under 2100, you can see some downside to maybe 2078. But I really don't see a good play or a move that could be caught if it gets under 2100. I think if it gets under 2100, it spikes down so fast you won't be able to catch it, essentially. Silver, just pray and put in a trade. I'm not even going to try to break down silver. It does kind of look like a bear flag forming here for wave B going down into C. Let's look at the 1 hour. It's got the same setup. As long as it doesn't break over 36, 230, I think that you might be okay. I think this should be the top of wave B. If it pushes up here, I wouldn't look for wave B to terminate up at 36, 685, because there's really not too many points of resistance up there. I think that it's at the point of resistance. If it doesn't turn around here, then I think it goes back up. But, that's just me. So that's basically my watch list for the futures market for the week ending 6/27. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to drop me a comment. Don't forget to follow along. I'm going to start posting these videos either Sunday night or early Monday morning. So don't forget, to give me some feedback. Follow me on all social platforms and If you want to check out the Discord, DM me and let me know. Thanks, guys. Enjoy the week.